Hi, I'm Brandy from the Springs Preserve. Let's talk about maintaining your garden. Once your garden is set up and growing, there's generally minimal maintenance required. There are a few steps though that you can routinely take and do seasonally to ensure improved success in the coming seasons. Harvesting and planting are important. Most gardens have a mix of plants that will be harvested at different times throughout the seasons. After all your hard work, don't forget to harvest your crops. Plan for replacement plants as you harvest some crops and as seasons change, and this should include crop rotation so the same crops are in different areas each year. Watch our video on crop rotation in this series for more information. Plants like tomatoes or peppers might require some pruning or staking throughout the season to keep your production high. Herbs can be harvested as you use them, and many can be grown for multiple years. Consider any challenges you may have had. Note any pests or problems you might have had recently or in the same season in years past. This might help you make some decisions for the upcoming seasons. Some plants may have needed more or less sun, or if you had cutworms or other ground-dwelling pests, you might wish to till your garden to expose them to birds and to the elements. Remove all plant debris, and that removes hiding and nesting places if you had ground-dwelling pests in the past. Note any changes. If anything is different, like exposure due to a tree getting larger or the loss of a tree that used to provide shade, that might impact what you plant and where, and if plants will need additional protection or not. Weeds should be pulled as you see them. If you allow them to seed, you'll have more weeds in the future, and some plants can put out thousands of seed per plant. Keep soil healthy. Add and mix in any amendments like compost or fertilizers before you start planting again. Vegetables and fruit crops are heavy feeders, and rotating crops can help with severe depletion, but you'll likely want to add more organic material each season. You will also likely find that soil levels drop over time as the material breaks down and it's used up. Mulch can be replenished as a top dressing after you've replanted, but it shouldn't be mixed into the soil because it can pull nitrogen from the area as it breaks down. But on top, it can help to retain moisture, suppress weeds, and moderate soil temperatures. Check your irrigation system. Adjust timers based on the weather and any local guidelines. Make sure beds are adequately wet to the proper depth and width needed to keep those plants happy and have proper root development. Run the system for the set time to see if you need to shorten or lengthen the time that it runs. And watch this over the course of a week and make any note to make sure that it's not running too frequently or infrequently. Being there while the system is running allows you to notice if there are any leaks or if you need to make any adjustments. And then flushing your lines regularly will keep some of that debris from building up and clogging your emitters. It's a great time to inspect and repair raised beds or pots if necessary. And also maintain the tools that you use. Keep them rust-free and sharp so you don't transfer any issues from plant to plant. These will last many years. Pruners and saws should be kept clean and sharp. I normally just spray mine with a rubbing alcohol. I keep small bottles of this around, or you can mix it into a larger spray bottle. I spray between plants. Your tools like pruners and saws can be cleaned and maintained with an old toothbrush or a scouring pad. You want to make sure all that plant debris is off and no rust is allowed to build up. Give a little spritz with an oil to keep that from rusting over time. And if tools become dull, you can sharpen the blades with a small little sharpening kit, and you can buy replacement blades for some of the nicer brand of pruners and saws. Keep records on what was done, especially on the locations and timing of crops, planting, any pest or disease issues you may have had, and any treatment that you used, as well as amendments that you added, so you can observe the impacts and make adjustments if needed in the future. With routine maintenance, just a few minutes a week will often be plenty to observe and tend to your garden's needs and help you continue to garden successfully and enjoy the work you've put in and the ecosystem you've created.